Good evening and good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So tonight's statement is: Hope kisses Finn on the Bold and the Beautiful. Yep, that's right. It happened. She sat there and just kissed him. Like, okay, all right. So this is a thing. Hope the homewrecker. I've been sitting there saying that for weeks, and I know some people like Hope, but let's be honest, it is what it is. Hope is a homewrecker. Okay? She kissed a married man because she doesn't give a damn about anyone except for herself and getting her rocks off. Now, she was nothing short of annoying throughout this entire episode. Okay? And what did she decide to do? Well, let's see. She showed her ass. That's what she did. Now, we're going to be sitting talking about all the show. We're going to be talking about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Let's do a quick roll call and get this started. Amy's in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Melly Mel, my heart queen, is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Black Mon is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? AKA Mr. GQ. LaShanta's in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Cherry Iceman's in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know, Mel. And I'm glad you didn't sit there and say who it was, because there's probably a couple of people I don't like. So I appreciate your discussion. Um, and you know what? Let's just sit there and get this out the way now. And one person, there's 12 people in the chat. If I miss your comment, do not sit there and get upset. Just either write the comment back at some point, or we'll sit there and get to you. So yeah. I'm doing good, Black Mon. I had the day off, so I'm actually very, very happy about that. And I have the day off tomorrow, so I'm also very happy about that as well. It's nice actually having the day off. So thank you for asking me, my friend. Well, I should tell you the truth, LaShawn, if he doesn't sit there and tell his wife, then it's even. If she didn't tell about the whole kiss thing, kissing Lynn, and yeah, Danny was actually horrible. His music is basura. Francis is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Hope all is well. I'm doing good, Melly Mel. I hope you had a good day as well. Thank you for asking me, my dear. Now let me sit there and put my ass a good drink. Ronnie Ron's in the chat. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, 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 she didn't. Black Mom says Stephanie needs to tell Finn about the kiss with Liam. Exactly. She didn't. She didn't tell him about that. That did not happen. There's something about opening up a new bottle of wine that is just so damn intoxicating. Even before you actually even have a sip of it, um, Let me get to that question. Let me get to that comment in 1 minute. I don't know why it's so easy to sit there and talk and have the lyrics as opposed to. Rashanta says yes, she did about Liam was telling her to leave Ben for him. Yes, she did not sit there. Okay, Lashanta, she did not sit there and tell Finn about the kiss. She didn't tell him about the kiss. That's what I mean. She didn't tell him about the kiss. So that's the part that's important. Not about the leaving him. I mean, that's important too. But she did not sit there and tell him about the kiss stuff. So we're gonna try this one more time. Terry Ashton said, "I missed you in the hospital. Did I miss anything? Not really. You can just watch my review and you'll be caught up. Honestly, tell you the truth, Terry Ashton, you can just watch my review and you'll be caught up. Everything I said in my review is generally what up happening with everything I want to saying in my review. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Francis says, no, I didn't get a chance to. I know Phoenix Tremaine actually did a video. I didn't get a chance to. So it's gonna be an hour. Okay, all right, all right, all right. I got to sit there and watch Phoenix. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate you. I read today that place is leaving the show. Oh, I read today that place is leaving the show. What place is leaving the show? But Shanta says okay, but she was honest with him and she won him several times. Um, I don't. Lashanta, what does that have to do? Okay, with all due respect, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with with Stephanie not telling Finn about the kiss? That has nothing to do with what I just. That has nothing to do with the kiss, which is a major thing. Um, I should tell you the truth, Ron. I'll be honest. Leo, they seem like they don't know what to do with Leo. I feel like they have no idea what to do with Leo. The fact that Leo was talking to Xander about whatever that was had nothing to do. Like it was a pointless thing. But Leo is because they seem like they don't know what they're doing with Leo. And Cherry Scream says, I read today that Blaze is leaving the shop. Ah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna. Where'd you, Cherry Scream? Where'd you hit that from? I'm curious. I mean, I'll probably Google it, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I gotta sit there and check that out, Cherry Scream. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that Blaze is, that it was her last day. I said it was gonna last day. Okay. Mel says, I love that Xander came to Sarah's rescue on finding her and calling 911 to send her to the hospital like Sarah was trying to find out that Xander was innocent for the crime. Okay. Um, Skin says, I think it was on soap. I think it was soap. It was earlier this morning. I'm sorry, I can't remember. That was cool. Yeah, I'm going to Google it. But thank you for letting me know, Cherry Skin. Quiet guy. Sonny said he would invest in deception on the condition they hide the guy. Yes, exactly. What's good, Autumn? How you doing tonight? Sean says, Albert, the guy that plays Tate Black on Days of the Life would have been a great. No, somebody else said the same thing, Sean. I don't I don't know if you can play entitled. I guess it's possible. Never thought about that, Sean. That's interesting. Deshanta says, okay. Autumn says, "Hey, Albert, I'm going to keep it real. I'm over this Willow, Drew, and Nina situation. I just want Michael to find out so badly so he can start to go off on them." Okay. What's good, quiet guy? What's good, Kyron? Rashanta says, Albert, maybe she didn't tell him about the kiss, but she has been honest with him. The reason Hope is bold because Finn allows it. She may not have told him about the kiss, but she was honest with him. But she's not being honest with him. Okay, but okay. How is she being honest with him if she didn't tell him about the kiss? If you didn't, Rashanta, if she did not tell him about the kiss, then she's not being honest. Okay? If you're dating somebody and they told you about everything else, but they didn't tell you that they kissed somebody else, would you consider that being honest? Would you consider that being lying by omission, which is still considered lying? I I, I don't really understand. I'm just kind of having a hard time understanding where you're coming from. Francis says, "Why is no one watching James at the park?" I said to say, yes, Francis. You had about six goddamn adults, and not one person thought it was a good idea. So it doesn't matter that she told him about. Yeah, it does matter though. But it. Lashanta, you want to tell me why it doesn't matter? What's good, Darby? Sean says, "I've heard Alyssa J say about Spencer recast. She was right." What was she right about that? You mean that the guy from Days of Our Lives should be playing Spencer? Rashanta says, so it doesn't matter that she told him about the kiss. Would it matter to you if you were dating somebody and they kissed somebody else? Would you sit there and say, "Well, I'm glad that you was honest about the other stuff"? Because I would think that that would be a big deal to you. Yeah, Sean, I never actually thought about that as far as you know, um, him playing was good deluxe and playing a recast version of Spencer. Kawan says yesterday's episode with Ava, I think they're going to kill. It's funny too, Kawan, because I did see Phoenix Tremaine video about the actor that's playing John and how he may not be on the show. Now, these are just rumors that the actor that plays John may want to leave the show. Allegedly. Yeah, and Steffi sat there and kissed another man and didn't sit there and say anything. So, but it's cool because she was honest about everything else. So that's what matters. That's what's important, right? Um, no, since I just thought that Leah was overstepping boundaries and being married. I mean, I guess I don't know. I honestly tell you, like I said, now the past couple of days they don't seem like they know what to do with Leah. Okay, so now they got this running joke that now he thinks that Marlena has DID because he hung out with Hattie and is like, you're acting totally different. And he doesn't know about Hattie, so that's the running joke. So it's like they got to keep him on the show somehow. So now they're having him do this jokey joke scene, and it's like I like Leo. Actually, I actually really do like Leo, but like, okay, Sean. It's funny. I think Cherry Ice Cream was telling me the same thing. So that's actually interesting. Cherry Icing said, I think it was Cherry Icing that said the same thing. Darby says, I think they're bringing back Gwen on days because yesterday was the second time we it's funny, Darby. I, I gotta go back. I gotta watch the Phoenix Tremaine video because I think he was meant to talk about how she was essentially done with the show for now. And yes, yeah, and even today they did sit there and talk about Finn, but I mean they did talk about Gwen, but now Francis says Hope really has nerve to kiss Finn where anyone could see she is either drunk or stupid or both. What's the thing to say both? Yeah, that's crazy. I mean it's possible, Darby, it's possible. Ron says, do you want Marion results to be Abigail? I mean I want a new Abigail, so yeah, why not? But and I didn't sit there and talk. Well, I didn't actually do a review on Days, but I'm gonna be honest. That scene where they tell her that the results is that she is Abigail, and the way they come at her, I'm doing good, Darby. I had the day off, so I'm actually very happy. Um, the way that they come at Abigail was like, and I hope you had a good day too, Darby. Um, it's like they're being overwhelming at her. Like Jack is not there hugging her. Chad is not there talking about how she has kids. I'm like, she just found out that she is somebody else. And now she has a father, a husband. You're throwing kids onto her. He is hugging her and everything. I was like, can y'all just give her a goddamn minute to breathe? Like they were so on top of her. It was ridiculous. I'm literally sitting there looking at this whole thing and I'm like, even Kayla was like they're just piling on the pressure. I'm like, could all three of y'all could be more like I couldn't believe how clueless that they were. And you know, Sean, I totally forgot my review to sit there and talk about um I totally forgot to sit there and talk about okay, he was actually on the episode too. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I have to update my computer, my laptop for some odd reason because it doesn't give me a goddamn option about when I want to update it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my phone. I'm going to sit there and switch over to my phone. So you're going to see a momentary black screen before I switch to my laptop because this is what my laptop decides to do. It's not a goddamn reason. It's so fucking annoying sometimes. Ron says, I think that Brad Bell should just go of the Finn character. He's so disgusting to look at. He's disgusting to look at? Ryan, how about you send me a picture of yourself? I want to see how you look. Can you do that? Could you send me a picture of yourself so I can see how you look? Eagle Fang says if any man would did what Hope did to I said the same thing. I said the same thing, Eagle Fang. Hope's is nuts. I said the same thing, Eagle Fang. I was like, here's the thing. It just comes down to the culture, Eagle Fang. It comes down to the culture. It seriously comes down to the culture. Big Samuel was good. Was good, my guy. Okay, Run. Then email me your picture. Okay, email me your picture. That sounds like a lot of good tough talk. Email me your picture. this shit just takes so fucking long. W says no fighting over here at chat. No, I'm not fighting. I'm just saying, like, I want to, since you talk about somebody else looks disgusting, I want to see what he looks like. Eagle Fang says rumor that Terry Silver might not be done with the show. I hope not. Eagle Fang, I actually really like Terry Silver. I actually like Terry Silver, so I'm hoping that he's come back. Eagle Fang. Samuel says, "Get in." Here's my Samuel. Let me tell you something in chat before I wind up switching over. Um, for anybody that sits there and says that, yeah, Danny's music is trash. He is a horrible, horrible, god awful singer. So for anyone that sits there and says, "Well, Blaze can't sing," okay, all right, Blaze can't sing, but you gonna sit there and tell me that, like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he was trash. He was actually, as they say, basura. Ron, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let me see if I'm on. What's good, Kevin? If you're in the chat, let me see if the sound and everything is good. All right, picture snap. Let's see how sound. If you're in the chat, let me see if the sound and everything. Thank you, Eagle Fang. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ronnie Ron. Appreciate you. Thank you, Francis. Singer says artists are the worst. I effing hate when folks do this. I don't like Blaze or Tessa as musician or artist. Put that music crap in the background. Wow, okay. Um, Kawan said was good Monique. Kawan said was that he was used to doing no, he's just a bad singer. Okay. Danny Romalotti is a god awful terrible singer. And so I found out, I found it funny when people were snickering saying, well, Blaze can't sing, Blaze can't sing. I'm like, first of all, I think Blaze can sing. Okay, that's me and I stand by it. I don't know what the hell they were sitting there doing today and how that actually made any goddamn sense. It's just literally beyond me. Just straight up beyond me. Um, Now, what else happened in Bold? I think that was. I mean, I think that was probably about it that happened in both. Now, Monique says, when I was young, I thought Danny could sing. I didn't know any better, and now that I'm older, I'm like, listen, I do that all the time. I've done that all the time, Monique. Like, if I go back and watch old episodes of Married with Children, I would think that the jokes are funny. But like now, I watch it and I'm like, these jokes are not that funny. Like, there's a lot of stuff like cartoons and TV shows. They used to be amazing when I was a kid, and then I grew up like The Simpsons. I can't watch an episode of The Simpsons now. Francis says Donna was all, but yeah, it was really annoying. Someone says it's not that Blaze can't sing, the songs are just terrible soap opera songs for the music talents are the worst. Um, yeah, I felt bad for I felt I well, it's not even so much I felt bad for Eric. I was just like I honestly tell you the truth, I would have sat there and checked my girl if she would have done some shit like that. Been fawning over. Yeah, Darby, it does. It does. And it's just so a lot. But that's the thing, Darby. Certain things will be like certain things are still will still be cool. Like there's certain TV shows that I watched back then that I would like now. But yeah, it's well, I guess it's kind of a balancing act. Well, so Albert, if Connor do find out that Fiona is responsible for Sarah getting hit and tries to frame Brady, will she reveal that or keep it to herself because she is um she'll probably do his best she'll probably do his best in her interest, Ron. That's what she's been doing so far. And that's true, Darby. You're chase you're absolutely right about that. Kevin says Finn just as bad as Liam and Judge Thomas. I at least Thomas is not a cheat. Yeah, he's a one woman kind of man, right? He's a one woman kind of man. He's only that he only had one fan. I like that. Okay, I like that. Samuel says Donna fanning out over no Donna fanning out over Danny was funny to me because it shows that he only has one fan in the room. Yeah, his music was trash. His music was straight up busted up. Like it was just god awful. It was like, what the hell? I think I'm gonna charge this a little bit more since um you know, yeah, I'll just highlight it. They can sit there and read it for themselves. But that's not true, Francis. Kyrie says he likes his music, so that's two fans, technically speaking. That's two fans. Now Monique said there's a debate. Some no, there were some debates on Twitter saying that Finn didn't push Hope off right away, and he just let the kiss linger on too long before he pushed her off. Yeah, some people on Twitter um are fucking losers. Like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat that shit. They're just straight up losers. Um, and, honestly, tell you the truth, that whole car accident was just so stupid. Because it didn't happen because she was really drunk. It happened because she was just a shitty driver. Like, why the hell would she be sitting up there looking at Brady the entire time while she's driving? Now, of course, Brady's going to be implicated. Yeah, I don't know the Kevin, but we'll see. Um, because Brady's body was moved. Let me charge this up a little bit longer. Brady's body was moved to the pass to the driver's seat. Monique says you saw the Finn Hope kiss. What did you think of it? Allison was good. Allison was good. Island. Um, about here's the thing, Monique. I thought that was probably the best part in the episode because I wasn't really enjoying the episode. Um, it was shocking, but it just showed me just how selfish Hope is. So I would sit there and say it was shocking in a sense because she just straight up just kissed him like really you just sat there just she kissed him in the room where anyone could have caught them at any point in time, and she did that shit anyway. So I would sit there and say it was definitely shocking. uh I don't know if Natalia will be going, but so I would sit there and say it was shocking. No, it says I hate it with a purple passion on Fiona being so cold hearted, just frozen, looking down at Sarah, and did not get help. But Xander has a heart of gold. Yep. Um, I love how she just stood there and didn't even bother to call for help. She didn't bother to call 911. She just stood there over her like an idiot, being like, "Oh my god, I just hit her. I just hit her." Like, okay, well, call the cops then. Call 911. Like, what are you doing? Thank you, Francis. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button. I'm gonna have to sit there and hit that like button too. Um, of course not, Ron. Yes, make sure you do hit that like button. Thank you, Francis. Rachel says, Robert, do you think they're leading to a storyline where Hope has a brain tumor or something medical that is contributing to her behavior? Um, as of right now, no. No, Rachel. I know Samuel just actually said that. Um, well, it's funny, Ron. I'm pretty sure she was talking to me. Um, as of right now, I would sit there and say no. I think Hope is just being her usual selfish succubus self. But what's with all the headaches? That's a good point. I mean, like I said, it's if it is a brain tumor, that will be shocking because all she's had so far was just headaches, and everyone has headaches, and usually you get headaches because you're stressed out about stuff. And Hope has been super stressed out about her failing line, about yeah, that's true. But like I said, Rachel, for right now, I think it's just stress. And Thomas leaving, because let's be honest, Rachel. I mean, just to get a little adult, what cures hangovers? Really good sex. And she hasn't had that in a very long time. Somebody said that's why Hope is having headaches because it will be explained through a brain tumor. Is that your guess, or did you hear that from somewhere, Samuel? I mean, honestly, told you she wasn't having those headaches when what you call was giving her that good. When what you call was giving that. She wasn't having those headaches when. Okay, let's not hear my voice. All right, we got 22 people. Well, we got 41 people in the chat. We got 22 likes. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Also, become a member while you're at it, because that does actually help the channel out a lot. And I do exclusive videos for members as well. So it's definitely you want to sit there and consider. This is classic pickup where a character is not acting like herself. Okay. All right. So it's educated guess. Okay. We know what you mean. See, for instance, that's exactly what I'm saying. She is a succubus. Okay. She loves the attention. She loves feeling like she is a star and everything like that. Kevin says, I heard it's disorder on soap dirt. Okay. Maybe. Belinda sometimes is actually pretty good about her predictions. I personally will go with Phoenix Shemaine, but then Monique says, why is Billy putting his name on a company he doesn't even own? He talks about building his own legacy. How is he going to do that with someone else's I don't understand what the hell is going on with Billy at this point. I mean, I like Billy, I do, but his reasons for putting Abbott above Chancellor is really stupid. Um, I know I saw it. I saw it, Ryan. His mental health was it wasn't good, and it makes me think that maybe Maurice Bernard needs to just retire. Sean says Blaze's mom sticking around. Maybe her son is coming to town. Yeah, that's what I was like. Natalia's not going anywhere. Maybe Blaze will, but was good. Big Nate, they were all right. They were okay. They were okie dokie. Nothing to write home about, but they were okie dokie. What the hell? I was gonna sit down side. Yes, and I mean, I personally think he needs to retire. I mean, I like the Sunny character, I do, but he plays such a dope. I think, honestly, to tell you the truth, Sam, I think he needed to retire a long time ago. Not because I dislike the character, but because of his mental health. I don't understand how he's sitting up there playing such a dark character and thinking that he can just continue to do it. I mean, Jerry Housman must throw him a ton of money to continue playing a character that is deteriorating his mental health. Francis says, I think his bipolar scenario on Jade is getting. Yes, Francis. So I think, what I understand, I think he's either going to be off for a week or 2 weeks, which I'm totally fine with. Like I said, I like the Sunny character, um, minus that whole scumbagish thing that he did. Um, but I think it's time now. I think it's time. See, the thing is, he played the character Mike, right, which was a lot lighter than Sunny. But the issue was is that people didn't accept Mike. Okay, they wanted Sunny. They didn't want Mike. I want like this light, fluffy puffball of a character. I need dark. I need brooding Sunny. I need mad Sunny. You get mad Sunny, but at the cost of his mental health. Okay, so Ron, it's 2 weeks. Thank you. Kevin says, do they think Stephanie and Taylor pushed Liam and Hope back together? How? Monique says Lily keeps saying that she doesn't trust Billy or Devon. If that is the case, why not start your own company? Why not start your own company where she won't have to answer to Billy or Devon? Yes. Yeah, that's not, yeah. Sammy says, I told you Jews hasn't done a good job at building us of characters that doesn't revolve around Sonny and Carly. This is why they won't let him go. Okay. Noah says, I'm just going to give you a guess on two people that have an interaction that you did not think of would have one, and it is in a storyline on Young and Restless.
Why don't you just tell me, Mel? Why don't you just tell me who it is? You're a little tipsy. I'm not exactly in the headspace to really sit there and be doing a lot of guessing. Just tell me what it is now. You don't care. Gee, it's just one. Yeah, yeah, of course. Of course. You know, Francis, I've said that from the beginning. I literally sat there and said that what if it's Martin and not Alan? I'm gonna give you two guesses. You're a guess on two cat people that have interacted that you did not think of. Yeah, I have no idea. I watch all four soaps, so you just gotta sit there and tell me. I will not even be able to try to think of that. Hi, Amber. Not true, Sean. They they don't give a damn about his mental health. They care about the ratings, baby. Gotta have those ratings. Gotta keep Sunny there. It's going to be Daniel and Nick having an awkward conversation about Sharon and Cassie accent. Okay, should be interesting. No, I don't feel bad, Ron. Partly because at one point she actually even thought that her mom did it. She really sat there before the cops when the cops came in there. She really sat there and was like, "Well, did you do it, mom? Did you sit there and kill those two?" And then when she gets put in handcuffs, she's like, "Well, I know she didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. You didn't have that energy before they put handcuffs on her. So no, I don't." That was a good, intelligent question. I appreciate that one. I'm gonna see how long you're gonna keep that pace for. Um, I'm like I said, Sammy, I'm thinking that it might be Martin. I said, listen, if that happens, I'm gonna have a good laugh. Francis says Bill has just written Poppy off before proving whether she's guilty or not. Yeah, there's an updated spoiler that was not mentioned in Thursday's episode. Okay, okay, no, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I like to be somewhat surprised when it comes to a soap. So you know, Sean said this story Sunny had as a viewer, you could tell. You know, the thing is, Sean, I couldn't tell. And then I watched Phoenix video, and he was basically sitting there saying that the toll on him was so bad that you started to see um dark shadows around his eyes. You start to see dark shadows around his eyes, and I only thought about that afterwards. Like, okay, maybe they're doing this like it's a makeup effect, but if that was his actual shadows and not really have so much color, then yeah. But like I said, Sean, they need to retire the Sunny character, let him do something else. Ron says, Robert, so if Lee and Jack did team up and kill both Hollis and Tom, then what? Then hopefully their asses will go to jail. What's good, Jonathan? What's good, Duan? Um, then their asses will go to jail. That's what wound up happening, right? I mean, what else could wind up happening? Like seriously, what will happen then? Well, eventually they get caught and they'll go to jail. Come on, Ron, we were doing so good. Well, you know, Mel, I guess that's my intuition as well. So I'm not gonna sit there and say intuition, but I've been saying that for a while now. That most likely that's Martin. So here's the thing, Mel. there was a point where he canceled his plans. He canceled his plans to do a speaking engagement so he can spend more time with Tracy, who he just who he just met. Like he had this obsession with her or something. Um, so if they do it, for now, Jonathan, for now, Johnson says was official. I wouldn't sit there and that's the thing, Jonathan. With Days of Our Lives, they can always do the whole switcheroo thing. So they can always do the whole switcheroo thing. Okay, Mel. Sure. Um, my intuition. Okay, if you say so, Mel. So, for instance, I think there are major characters in General Hospital: Carly, Sunny, Laura, Anna. So, if it would be hard to let him go, maybe, you know, maybe telling his character down a little. What would you think, Albert? So, for instance, I think there are major characters in General Hospital. Well, yeah, Jerry, I think no, toning his character. Yes, Jerry, I think that's one thing they're saying. Like Sam, you said, they shouldn't just rely on Sunny to bring in the ratings. Okay, that's just bad for the show in general because it shows that they have no faith in the show. They just have faith in that one actor, and that's disrespectful to the other characters that have been on the show for so long. Oh, Annie's coming around to it. Annie says Hope is pathetic at this point. Absolutely, hallelujah. Uh, no, Ron. I actually told you I didn't think about her until you just mentioned her. Johnson says that is true. In fact, I was starting to believe it might actually be Gwen. Really? What's good, Gemini? Gemini says Hope and Finn really kissed. Nope. No, Gemini, this shit was real. This shit was actually real, Gemini, because he pushed her away. Okay, he pushed her away. So, nah, this shit was real this time. No, 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 no. Unfortunately, it's real. Hope the homewrecker has struck again. God damn it, this is heavy. Has struck again. You got to be kidding me, Walt. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Like I said in my review. Like I said in my review. She's still keeping she's still keeping prancing around as if Ben had any respect for her anymore, asking him to be his advocate over the whole month. Yeah, Annie. Here's the thing, Annie. Hope has been disrespectful to Finn for a hot minute. Putting him in the middle of her and his wife confrontation, business wise, was just disrespectful. Um, Hope breaking up a happy home is disrespectful. The divorce on the kids alone is going to be devastating. But Hope doesn't care about that because Hope cares about what Hope wants. What Hope wants is to get her rocks off. Exactly, Isla, because it was. Isla, she literally sat there and kissed him in a room full of people. In a room full of people. Like she done seriously lost her goddamn mind. So yeah, Kawan says I answered this question before in your chat, but when I skip out on what You think Mina is watching the sleeping with you when she knows her daughter wants to sleep with you? Do you think that? Um, I think I just got a headache trying to read that sentence, but I don't really understand what the question was. I know that gorgeous queen cat lady, what's good, love? Always something when it comes to pouring his. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I guess we're getting the weekend version of cat lady. Okay, all right. So still kind of new. I'm getting used to this version. And yeah, Cherry, actually, she just sat there and called my wine Kool Aid. Johnson says, if it is Gwen, then it would explain why she was coming. Completely rational silence when Leo, and not just because she was upset. You know, I don't, Jonathan. What I don't understand is why did she sit? Why did he sit there and um write such a? It was a voicemail, from what I understand, Jonathan, and she just kept going. He just kept going. This update about his life. He wants to sit there and tell Gwen that, and I'm like, she doesn't want to talk to you, so you're gonna sit there and leave a long ass voicemail? Like, what are you doing at this point? This is just so goddamn stupid. Of course, Island. She's a succubus. You know what a succubus is, Island? It's somebody who gets off on other people's energy. Long story short. That's right, cat lady. In a room full of people, while that horrible singer Daniel Smith is singing, she decides to put her lips on Finn because she just don't give a damn about anyone or anything other than her selfish ass self. Gemini, I'll be satisfied with her just cutting. I'll be satisfied with Steffi just cutting Hope blind because I feel like that would be more painful. And hey, you know what, cat lady? That's true. It is bold. It is bold. I will say that much. Let me give it like 3 more minutes, and then I'll switch back to my laptop. Seriously, Francis. In a room full of people, she decided to sit there and kiss her. Mm, 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 mm. So a lot of people want Steffi to give Hope an ass whooping. That's cool. That's like instant gratification. I don't knock the instant gratification, Annie. I'm just not there saying, cut that chick's Carol said yeah to the laptop because this sounds horrible. It really does? I don't think it actually sounds that bad. Let me see something. I'll get to your question in a minute, Ryan. Let me see how it sounds. Let me see something. I'll get to your question in a minute, Ryan. I don't think it sounds that bad. Let me see how it sounds. Let me see something. I'll get to your question in a minute, Ryan. I don't think it sounds that bad. Let me see how it sounds. Okay, I can kind of see what you're talking about. Ron said, I have a feeling that Hope and Sheila will team up Steffi because of thinking that Steffi is the one. Hope and Sheila. Okay. Um, I think he's being irrational as far as James is concerned. I'm glad he did change his mind. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, well, thank you, Mom. All right, I'm about to sit there and switch. I didn't think the sound was that bad. Maybe I'm on. Hmm, maybe it's the earphones. Maybe it's the headphones. Well, I'll do a test one after and see how that sounds. All right. DC. DC says not Albert, Victor Newman, Bostic discussing James, Anthony Zakara, lot, and just playing. No, actually, I did not talk. I didn't talk about James. I what? Victor Newman, Bostic discussing James. No. What? Johnson says, do you think Leo finds out that Hattie exists? Eventually. Um, Jonathan, I think honestly, tell you the truth, I think the bigger question is, Jonathan, is what are they doing with the Leo character? Because today's episode, it's like they don't know what to do with Leo at this point. They're doing this stupid running joke that they're doing this stupid running joke that doesn't even really make any sense. Um, and it's like they don't know what to do with the um they don't know what to do with the Leo character. And I think that's the bigger question. Yeah, eventually he's gonna find out. Right now he thinks that she has the idea. I'm like, the hell? Like what? And I think that's the bigger question. Yeah, eventually he's gonna find out. Right now he thinks that she has the idea. I'm like, the hell? Like what? Okay, I don't think actually the sound is that bad, but I think that may just be Cat Lady being Cat Lady. Okay, so it's gonna Jesus Christ. So it's gonna be a black screen for a hot minute. What's good last day? We gotta talk, my friend. We gotta talk. It's gonna be a black screen, and then I'll be back.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, we're good. Okay, thank you, thank you. By the way, chat. Was the sound really that bad? Because Cat Lady said the sound was really bad, but I'm wondering, was the sound actually that bad? Let me know in the chat. Was the sound actually completely just? horrible. Let me know, please. But anyway, it's like, yeah, they didn't know what to do with the I had two. Kelly says, "Oh my G, the petty and Albert." No, no, no. I just want to know because Cat Lady, you were clear, but it did have a lower grade sound. But it was fine. Thank you. Not petty. Okay, I am petty, but I can't tell. Was you being sassy? Was you just actually being like, you know? Also, I bet she's going to say I was drunk. I didn't know what I was thinking. I can guarantee you that, you know, she was all over the goddamn place. Okay, let's not put on that music. Jesus Christ. DC says, by the sound, by the way, I was so shocked to see Cricket and Danny on B&B. It felt random. The dancing by everyone. DC, the dancing was the least of that scene. The music. Let me tell you something. Let me just put it this way. Danny has got to be the worst singer I've ever heard on any soap opera in my entire life. Johnson says, speaking of DID, I heard Dave's plan on bringing Blake back, but someone speculated that he could be playing another character. Really? I heard something different. Um, like they did an interview with the actress that played Jada. What the hell? Okay, you know what? I feel like I need to sit there and take a drink before I read what Darby just wrote. Darby says, I see Albert. Now that Jess is not here, let's pick Cat Lady for Miss. Let's blame Albert's problem on a strong black woman. What the hell? I wasn't. Where did you get any of that from? Island, that shit was trash. People sat there and said that Blaze couldn't sing. That went left so quick. What went left quick, DC? What went, I don't know. I don't know what Darby's talking about. I didn't actually blame Cat Lady for anything yet. I don't know if you have. No, no, I haven't heard of it. It was last day. It was bad. But the thing is, Eileen. The thing is, last day. He's supposed to be an actual rock star. Like this guy's supposed to be a musician. And yeah, we could sit there and say, well, the song was bad, but his voice is that dude can't sing for shit. Yes, Island, she can. Darby says, I get paid to make Albert drink online. Lasse says, Albert, I did like the fact you brought up the fact that if a man did this, Wednesday is true. You Lasse, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how society works. If a man did the same thing a woman did, they would have been canceled. They would have been canceled. And I'll tell you what, last day, there was a show called Riverdale. And long story short, the woman teacher was hooking up with Archie. and they didn't make a big deal out of that. Okay, they mention it later on in later seasons. But if the roles reverse, and let's say that older teacher was a guy and he was hooking up with Betty, it would have went off. Like people would have lost their shit automatically. Yes, thank you, Janet. And spot the fuck on, Jonathan. Yes, Mrs. Grundy. I'm not gonna lie, that chick was hot, but still, thank you. Janet says, "Where's Audrey? We need to see." You know she's not gonna be gone for too long, but Janet, you know she has to sit there and spend time with her real man. Lashanta says Spinelli kids were on in the park. I didn't notice them. Did you? No, I didn't. I also was surprised that Spinelli just walked away from James and just let him just run around and do God knows what. That's what I was more surprised about Lashanta. Lester says, "I know. Trust me, that the society we live in is so it is." But Lester, it's not so much as sad; it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical. But you know, I'm glad that you caught that, Lester. Damn, Jonathan, I was it was spot the hell on. I'm not gonna lie, Janet. That scene with Alan did stop it at a dragging halt though. Like the episode, I was like, I don't give two shits about Tracy and Alan. Andy says everyone is a hypocrite though. Yes, but I'm talking specifically about that part, and I'm talking about the double standards. Yes, everyone's a hypocrite, but I'm talking specifically about that part. What's good, Justin? DC said there's a lot of double standards in the world. You just gotta pick your favorite. Pretty much, yes. Like I said, Annie, if Finn would have did that the whole, people would have lost their shit. People would have lost their shit. So, like, that's what I'm talking about. Jenna says YNR is boring. Maybe that's why it doesn't get as much views though. So maybe that's why. Darby says Mrs. Grundy not that old decrepit teacher from the Archie. No, Darby, we talking about young, hot version of Mrs. Grundy. To be fair, Darby, she's not actually Mrs. Grundy. She took um identity as somebody else. And whoa, speaking of General Hospital, Nathaniel Gray's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up, Nathaniel. Holy shit. What's good? How is life? DC says, Albert, what do you think of Blair singing? She was actually good. She was actually good. Blair is actually, because she's a real life singer, she's actually good. And he says, I just think it's all in how he takes it. If he feels truly offended, then yes, we need to hold her accountable. But higher chances of a man going to be like, oh no, I get what you're saying, Annie, but like I do like the Dan says so Blaze is no more, so what happened? What did I miss? Auditioning for a video game. Hmm, interesting. Good luck. Gorgeous Queen Jess, I knew you effing lying. Who cares? Finn? No. Hope kissed Finn on the Bold and the Beautiful. In a room full of people. In a room full of people, this chick sat there and kissed. Mm, 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 mm. Yes. Interesting. Okay. I was very offended by it. No, I get what you're saying, Annie. No, Jess, it was not a dream. And it's actually funny though too. Somebody else said the same thing. It was actually Gemini, and I was like, no, this shit happened in real time. These are miss the days when Finn would never mess with Hope. And then it says, or did I just tell you something you didn't know? No, actually, I didn't. I didn't know that. That's interesting though. Was it like, well, when you can tell us more, because I'm curious, like is it a voice? Is it like a model in a game or something? And he says, I don't always make everything about double standard. No, no, I don't have that enemy. But I brought it up today because I felt like it was important. Um, and I know how society is when it comes to its double standards. Just says Hope can't take stuff, so I don't know if she's ready for this. No, Jay. No, Jess. He's only leaving for 2 weeks. He's only taking a break for 2 weeks. He's only leaving for 2 weeks for mental health and stuff. DJ says I have a few double standards that are my favorites. Oh, and the thing I love the heat. I love the heat. The hotter the better. The hotter the better. I love the heat. I can't stand the goddamn cold. Jess says the same thing I said in my review. Jess says how the f five adults lose a little kid. They're all idiots. Especially after him running away the first time. You would think that they would keep a closer eye. Nah. Mm-hmm. Usually, I love the heat. I love the heat. I love the heat. Nope, nope. Jonathan, nope, nope. She will not. No, he will not. And then it'll be even, right, Jonathan? Because Steffi didn't sit there and talk about the kids for about a year. Kelly says, "Well, take your ass and this heat back to hell because we don't want it." Listen, I like I said, I love the heat. And he says I have to apologize to you all for what? But then he says the hotter the better is nonsense. You can't take enough off to cool off. Winter is better. You get to wear all the good clothes. I hate the cold. Actually, I do, Nathaniel. When it's cold, the only thing that I do is hibernate. I don't go out as much. I don't sit there and see my friends. I hate even more going to work. Like the cold, the cold to me is more of a detriment than anything else. I mean, I'm more of a homebody because of the cold. Nathaniel says, Albert, you don't go. Nathaniel says, Albert, you don't go out. I don't know why that's funny. Well, thank you, Jess, for piling on that. I love this woman. Darby says, "Big man from a man from big talk from a man." Dar- that's different. Jess says, "You're welcome." Johnson says, "Do you think Steph will go hopeless black guy?" Like I said, I want her to cancel her line. Ben says, "Why are you lying? You're a homebody." Because if the cold, though, why are you on streaming inside when you should be outside in some sweaty park doing a live? Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that, but I do. I Nathaniel brings up a good point that I don't have an answer for, but yeah, I don't have an answer for that. Just says you should, yeah, you should do the live outside or in better settings. I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that, Jess. Then it says, and why the hell you wearing long sleeves? You're insane. It's too damn hot for that. You're in your Jess says you like the heat to stay inside under the AC. No, I know it's no, yeah, no, Darby. I know it's not a I love the power by the way. I love the yes, Jonathan. Actually, tell you the truth, Mel said that. Mel earlier said that Rex is coming back. DC says, but everyone got a jacket night. I was hoping tonight someone was going to bless the group with some free memberships, but it's all good. I'm just playing. You have a good night, DC. I'm gonna sit there and definitely text you. Nathaniel says, homebody is great. People suck. It's dangerous outside. You may run into a Karen in the wild. I mean, like I said, I did think about doing a stream outside, doing some streams outside. Have a good night, Samuel. It was great to see you, my friend. uh, yeah, Jonathan. Mel actually said that earlier, and it would make sense though. Just as you didn't think about it until we. No, that's not true, Jess. That's not true. I did think about that. I actually said that in my streams before, in my members only stream. Oh my God, Jess is such a smart ass. Yeah, I'm just gonna let that go right there. Well, I love Jess. Now Johnson says, "Do you think Katie is being too pushy about Bill doing it?" I do, but Jonathan, you know what I think is actually worse though. I think in some ways that she is poisoning Will to dislike Poppy and Luna. Because the truth of the matter is, she like we don't know what's going to wind up happening with Poppy. Everything is circumstantial. Nathaniel says, okay, so I'm on my way to New York next Monday. Who is picking me up from the airport? Stairs at Albert and Jess. I don't have a car, so I guess it's going to be on Jess. But that would be what's up though. Next Monday, wow. Darby says paternity alliance against Bill. Jess, I think Nathaniel asked you a question. You should get back to him. But yeah, no, if you're coming to New York, well, I gotta sit there and see what you're doing. Oh, see, there you go. Cherish, my birthday is on the 22nd. My birthday is on the 22nd of this month. Nathaniel says just wins. Okay, I arrive at 2:30. When I land, I will be looking for you holding a sign that says, and I cannot pronounce that name. Um, just can. And just don't you sit there and ignore Nathaniel. But to answer that, man, we got started on the 22nd of August. I don't know how I feel about that. But no, Jonathan, I feel like Katie is poisoning Will against not just Poppy, but also Luna. Everything so far is circumstantial. Everything is circumstantial. And she's trying to make it seem like it's absolute. Talking about, well, the cops wouldn't have sat there and picked her up if they didn't feel like they had enough evidence. And I'm just like, how many people in this show have been picked up by the cops that turned out that they were innocent? So, like, Katie was just all over the goddamn place. Cherry Skin, yeah, so far we'll be live streaming. Yes. I'll be live streaming on my birthday again. So I hope to see you, Cherry Skin. Just as I will definitely be at work at 2:30 unless you want to pay me for my day off. Huh? And Nathaniel says, okay, that's it. Jess missed out because it was me and Evan coming out. Guess we were just have to get a cab. You hear that, Jess? It is. But Annie, I don't expect much from Born the Beautiful. I expect that level. Oh, we got a new person. Casey says during Willow, Jason's going to kick Drew's ass for hurting Michael. Lest everyone will say what's up to Casey. Lest everyone say what's up to Casey. Let's give Casey a warm welcome, people. Nathaniel says can't take a sick day from the homie. I understand though. It's expensive in New Jersey. That's right, Jess. You can take a sick day. Lashanta says, but why? Oh, Jess, you're starting to act like Donna. That's great. Lashanta says, why Michael call Nina? To tell her that Willow is not going to be doing the PSAs anymore. And Nina knew why she's not going to be. Excuse me. And Nina knew why during that phone call why she was not going to be doing the PSA anymore. Just as we. You're not reading this shit, right? No, 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 no. First of all, Jess, you know who I am. So also, don't start acting like Donna Logan. Don't act like no goddamn Donna Logan. It changes everything. Changes everything my ass. I see what we doing. We gonna start acting like Donna Logan now. I would, you know what? I would love to sit there and see how she'll react if she sees Evan, just so I could sit there and video record it and be like, mm-hmm. See, she's getting her Donna Logan on. Pele says ramen soap opera. Annie says are Cricket and yeah, they are together. Annie, um, they've been together for a while actually. Like Donnie over Danny. Man, I'm like fuck. Well, let me tell you something. I didn't like him from day one when he got on the show. Well, I mean, I want to go to a fan event one day. Where's where's Jess Donna at? And she actually told me to be quiet. Like she's not talking to the goddamn king. I don't know, Ron. I would never sit there and taste anything that she. I can't believe she actually did that shit. That was so nasty. Dewan says Kyrie's Clark act like Donna Logan over Danny. Yeah, I mean, I know that he likes Danny over Donna Logan. I know. And what's good, Dolmetics? Jess says I was going to say shut the F up, but I wanted to be nice. This is why I love this woman. This is why I love this woman, Jess. Let me highlight. Let me screenshot this shit. Hold on. What's good, Jillian? It's been a minute. How have you been? There we go. There we go. Thanks, Jess. Just had to screenshot that real quick. What's good, Jillian? And what's good, Dolomedics? And Jess says, how long are you going to be at NYC? One says, I wonder how Kyrie's Clark would act if he met Dan in real life. Um, I wonder how he would act if he actually heard his singing, because it's fucking awful. Julian said just watched the Boy and the Beautiful and how Hope got drunk and just threw herself on the Finn and kissed him. Love Finn looks on his face. Glad to hear, Dolomedics. Just says DFGR. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm not hip to the Gen Z language. Oh, okay. Don't give up. I don't. Nathaniel says, Jess, will you tell him to shut up? Me. Yours truly. Her sassiness is getting off the chain tonight. And he says he was what to imagine how much you would like to sing. No, I called you Jess. Okay, never mind. No, Annie, you can't see what Jess is saying, Nathaniel? Well, Annie, a lot of them do that. Even in most shows, they do that. They will sit there and lip sync. Um, I mean, but the thing is, Annie, we know that Danny is an actual singer. Ron says, Albert, why you still have hope for Brady and Sophia? Well, I don't actually have any hope for Brady and Sophia. I think it's a little weird, but I don't have any hope for them. Johnson says, I heard the gays revolved the names of four of the characters. Revealed the four names of the Jonathan, I heard that the gates is actually going to be an hour. I heard the show is actually going to be an hour now. Julian says, what do you think about Lucky coming back to GHR? Sorry, rumors that they are possibly bringing Lulu back, but as a recast. I'm down for Jonathan Jackson coming back. I'm down for Jonathan Jackson coming back, and I'm cool with a recast of Lulu. And then says top but not down here. Oh well, with us coming folks. Ron, what the hell did you write? Oh hell no, Ron. What the hell is the matter with you? No, no, Ron. Like when you said shut the F up. Jess is I can't tell if she's actually drinking or is that just her just being super sassy tonight. Nathan says it didn't appear down here, but it did up to Lex Auber's face. She's up now. Lashanta says, I will speak on James. Well, Lashanta, when you said James, what do you mean by that? Are you talking what? Okay. Lashanta, when you sit there and say James, you mean soap opera James? Like shows or anything like that? What soap character are you talking about, Lashanta, when you say speak on James? Are you talking about a soap character? Or are you talking about James Law? Are you talking about JLJ Media or James Law Jr.? Max's son. Max's son. Oh, I thought it was stupid. Like I don't understand how he was able to get away from six adults. And the thing is, James has a history of just running away. So the fact that he was able to get away from grown ass adults, like it's just like it's stupid. Like Maxie, what the hell were you doing? Like it was just so dumb. Duan says, "What's going on with James?" He's okay. Duan, which James are you talking about? Are you talking about the GH James? Or are you talking about James Love Jr.? Yeah, I said the same thing in my review, Jillian. Just as because the adults are idiots, they look at Duan, he took a trip to San Francisco, so he's out there with friends or family or something. But yeah, he's out there with he's out there with family or friends. He took a trip to San Francisco. Nathaniel says, why is Jess so extra? Jess says, because I'm the star. That is actually very true. That is actually very true. I can agree with that. Nathaniel, because ramen noodles is actually pretty good. It actually is. Kristen says, "Hey Albert, I hope you're having a great day. I thought I had to turn GH off today out of just total disgust and annoyance. No one was acting like themselves." Let's say what's up to Kristen, and thank you for joining the stream tonight. He looked like he is doing. I hope he has a good trip though. Yeah, he had an interview, so I guess he's actually doing pretty good. But then it says send her the link. I would love to send Jess the link. Jess, you want us to think come on? Listen, I'll send you the link if you want to come through. Rashanta says Mac being stupid, but Maxie let him over. That's true. Jess, you want to come through? You want to come through the live? I've been okay. Jess, what else was I going to say? Write me the name of your email address and on Twitter, and I'll send it to you. Write me the email address on Twitter, and I'll send it to you. I had it one time, but let me see if I can try to find it. I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. All right, I sent you the link. If it's the same email address, I sent you the link. No, it's cool. I sent you the link, Jess, on your email address. If that's your same email address, so check it. Yes, it's good to have you though. You sent it to me, Jess. Remember? How'd you get my email? You sent it to me. I think you tried to join one time before, and you were saying that you were having problems or whatever. But I sent it to you again, so just check it and let me know. Oh no, I respect Jess a little bit too much to sit there and stalk her. I may sit there and think that she's the bee's knees, but what are my limits on stalking now? I got the music out. There we go. There we go. But then it says now he is gaslighting you into believing you sent him the email. Oh, I sent the email. See, just is to cast me out. Just I don't even know what gaslighting means, so I can't even do that. I can't do something I don't know what it is. Just Ron says, Sauber, you're not obsessed over Queen Acacia. Uh, No, no. Nathaniel says, I'm just kidding. You know, I don't care. I help install the camera in her living room. Hey. Just is the cat's meow. Just check your email. Let me know if you actually got it. Okay, just send me your email address then. Send me your email address on Twitter, and then I'll send it to you. Because I know I have it. You literally sent it to me. What? Ron says I missed any bit. I was responsible for getting. No, Ron, I actually talked to her Sunday. I talked to her, so she's actually doing pretty well. I'm sort of spreading that bullshit around. Look at his clever play to get your. Listen, I may be clever in a lot of things, but I need to stop texting and walking. Jess is like, how you get my email address? I was like, you get it. What are you talking about? Talking about some gaslighting. I don't even know what gaslighting means. Nathaniel says, I want my star back. I know. I think somebody actually gave you a free membership. Just says, I don't remember, obviously. Okay, well, I mean, the point, just send me your email address. Regardless, send me your email address this way I can send you the link. I mean, the thing, if you wanna join the membership thing, just click the link. You can join. Just says you give me time. The hell are you talking about? I'm not getting you tired. I didn't even do anything. What are you talking about, love? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything today. I didn't do anything today. Yep. You know what? Yes. Thank you, Nathaniel. This just blame Nathaniel on this one. Blame him. Like you say, he's a shit starter. How about you getting me tired? I didn't do a goddamn thing. Just send me your email address. Stop stalling. You want to say so I can see Jess for the first time? Yeah, it's she's quite a sight. Just says, cause why you gaslighting me about the Nathaniel's a member. That's what's up. Thank you, Nathaniel, and I get the gold star. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Oh, you are technically a star, so just send me your email address, please. People want to sit there and see you in the chat again. Actually, Duan, we're not even actually arguing about the cooking thing. She already admitted that it was her fault. Um, just as Albert the gaslighter. No, just I'm still gonna keep my kid gloves on for you. Now, LaShawn says, "What is going on with Maxie Jones' son?" Oh, James Malcolm. Yeah, when she used his full government name, she used his full government name. I was like, "Yo, you know she's serious." Nathaniel says, "I'm from Port Charles and toxic. I can't help it. There must be drama." Yeah, Justice Smith, they're talking about, "I'm tight. You get me tight." I didn't even do shit. I didn't even do a goddamn thing. Anyway, now I'm not co-hosting. Just I wanted you to co-host. What are you talking about? I mean, just if you here's the thing, if you didn't want to do it, that would have been totally fine. Like I get it, but I just figured people wanted to see you, and Nathaniel wanted to see you, so you wanted to come through. Ron says, "I would just ask Connie for her email address and leave." Just, Ron, what the hell are you talking about? Nathaniel says, "Just you don't want to co-host." Apparently not. Kristen says James ran away, so he ran away so easily because the adults in his life, like Jess says, are idiots. And the thing is, Kristen, this isn't the first time that James ran away. Like, why would Spinelli just walk away from James? Saying, Jess, why don't you send me your email address? Why don't you send me your email address? Send me your email address. That's why I can sit there and send you the proper link. Duane says it would have been nice. Exactly, it would be nice to see Jess. Jess is awesome. Yeah, everyone would love to sit there and see Jess. Yeah, just send me your email address and just says what effing email address did you send it to? Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna sit there and blast out your email address, but I sent it to your Twitter. Which just if you want, you could just send me your email address to your Twitter account, and then I can just send you the correct email. Yeah, let's do that, Jess. You want says Ava kidnapped Jane. Why? Just says if you say that one more. Duan, why would Ava kidnap James for? Why would Ava kidnap James? You know what? Wait, let me see if Kyrie's is actually streaming tonight. Nathaniel says, I don't want to see Jazz. She's mean to me. Um, well, she's like that with me Monday through Friday, so that's just actually kind of normal. That's not even just being mean. That's just being, well, just. That's so weird. I can't do it on my phone. Says a laptop or desktop. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what happened last time, Jess. All right. Johnson says, well, yeah, I said the same thing. Oh, that's a shame. I'm glad I did actually send it to the right email address, though. But that's the thing, though. They already looked for him. Well, I saw Cody actually jumping into the water. So maybe in a way he does actually end up with Cody. God damn. What's today's date? Wednesday, right? So weird. Dion is not streaming tonight, or Kyrie's. And neither one of them actually put anything on our community tab. But no, I did sit there and see him actually jump into. Just as I would use the laptop, but I don't like the camera. Was it like really blurry and just like messy or whatever? But I mean, just if you, well, I guess it wouldn't be. People would definitely love to see you. Okay, that makes sense to him. I mean, it would be nice actually just to hear your lovely voice, though. But I get it, though. It's also kind of weird because I was literally on my phone using StreamYard, so no, that makes sense to Ron now. That does. Usually, I guess usually he will put something saying that he's not streaming. Okay, I'm surprised about. Well, Duan, I don't know if you know who Dion is, though. Actually, tell you, I found another person that does reviews, and she does Days of Our Lives reviews. The hell is her name? Is her name? Can't find her name for some odd reason. Oh, never mind. I can't pronounce her name. Juan says, Albert, Jessica don't want your drama. You need to be faithful to Connie. She's your baby. Ron, you're too funny. Kristen says, Ava getting blamed for everything else in that town. Why not her? That's true. Probably not, Jonathan. I mean, I was never. The only time I enjoyed the cartoon, I used to love the Saturday morning cartoon, Jonathan. But I don't think I'm that devoted to a fan to sit there and pay money to go and see it. I mean, Jonathan, when I saw Deadpool, that shit was 18 goddamn dollars. $18. Like, that's you, Kristen. I don't see. Rashawn says Daniel Young and the rest. His real name is Michael Damon. Yeah, he can't act for shit though. And he can't sing for shit. Johnson says the cartoon. Yes. I used to love the. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. For a kids show, they got away with a lot of shit. Like a lot of disturbing images. You couldn't put that for a kids show now. I used to love it back then, but Duane says I hate that Ava is being blamed for pushing Chris. Christine, do you want to? You're an Ava fan? I mean, that is kind of what happened. One says, why don't Kay just be with both Sophie and Holly and call them sister wives? Because I don't think that those women would like it. And the thing says, Jessica, why don't you just use your phone like I do? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm sitting there saying. Like with StreamYard, you can actually use your phone. Um, so I don't understand why it's sitting there saying that she can't use her phone. But I mean, even if she sat there and use her laptop and she couldn't do the camera, she could still do her voice. That's weird, Jess. But yeah, I get it. It didn't look that great, and yes, I will. It didn't look that great. Jess says the link. Yeah, I'll send you the link. But Jess, you could just use the same link on your laptop. Just log into your laptop, and then you could just use the same link. Okay, Nathaniel, I just sent you the link. Oh, this is. Excuse me, Jess. I love that woman. But yes, Nathaniel, I sent you the link. I still can't believe she actually said she told me to hush. Maybe she told me to shut the fuck up. That's true. But Jess didn't actually use an actual. She didn't use an actual name, so it didn't be so damn sassy with me. She's forgetting who I am. Ron says, so why won't both of them agree with sharing tape? Because women don't generally want to share men. Actually, to tell you the truth, no one generally wants to sit there and share anyone, Ron. But yeah, Nathaniel, I sent you the link though. So whenever when it comes through. Yeah, like I said, I looked at the preview source that movie and I was like, I'm good. I was like, I'm good. Um, I'll be honest, it doesn't even look like a movie that I would sit there and just watch on
She's lying. You're full of shit, Jess. I just
I was
opened
thinking,
it on my phone. There's no link stating that it has to be a laptop or whatever. So open your email, click the link, your phone will take over. Unless you have like a phone from the 80s or something.
I know she got a fancy iPhone.
Same. So, Jess is full of shit.
I was gonna try to be a little more nicer about it, but
I
okay.
love Jess. I love Jess, but I'm talking as much shit as she does. So, no, I'm just going to say it like it is. You're full of shit. Click the link, Jess. Stop the cap.
Just says, not you calling me a liar. It's
Yes,
the gaslighting me.
yes, yes. Oh, I know I'm a liar. I'm an actor, though. So you can't hold that against me. I get paid to be full of shit. That part. But yes, I'm sorry. I just love starting shit. It's so fun because Cat Lady always catches it when I'm fucking with you. She catches it, but then like Jess will like miss a line or you'll miss a line, and then you guys think it's like a real conversation, and then there's like four people in the chat that are just like, "What just happened?" It's like the spoon. The amount of people that believe that spoon story were too funny. I kept that shit going on for months. That was great.
I did play along with that though.
I know you did, and thank you because it was grand watching people literally make Jess believe you had a spoon named Jess. Now, Jess, get the link, get in here because we're discussing how you're going to take a sick day and pick me up at the airport, and I'm not paying for it. You get to see Evan, so therefore, it's worth it.
That'd be fun, Jess. Should do it.
You got to pick up Albert though. You can't come to the airport by yourself. Albert has to come.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a sick day off for that.
What sick day? All you do is sit indoors and eat ramen.
I like ramen. Ramen is good.
I just had ramen because of you. Mine was from Korea.
Oh, you had the good shit.
Don't tell you what to do. Make me stop. Hop in here and make me stop.
Yeah, Jess don't like being told what to do apparently.
It's all right. I'm a brat tamer.
Mm.
I'll just make me stop. Hop in here, make me stop. But yeah, no, I just saw Blaze's post on Instagram. Apparently, yeah, her storyline's over. I didn't know if like I didn't think she would write that before she was off though, because I didn't. I didn't say I was done until I was done. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to give it away. So like even Tabiana was like she acknowledged it. Like, yeah, Blaze's story's over. So Blaze, I don't know what happens, why it's over, but it is. Which sucks. I like that they brought Blaze back. She's a nice lady.
You met her?
Yeah, she was on set. Like I remember her first day on set. She was there when I was there. We didn't have scenes together, but we were on stage at the same time. She was just filming like two down.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no. Jess, we're waiting.
We're waiting, Jess.
Jess is a boomer. She can't figure out technology. She's
I'm
gonna be so
surprised she
mad.
has like such a fancy iPhone. So
She's so mad. I called her a boomer right now. She's gonna throw her phone, bro.
I'm pretty sure she's probably more mad at the fact that you said she was a brat. But
No, she knows she's a brat. She knows she's a brat. She sleeps in a giant onesie that says brat.
how have you been, though?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm doing good. Life is good. Life is good. It's quiet now. We have construction going on next door. It's driving me crazy. But in the middle of my audition, they decided to like break concrete and nail walls. So it's like you guys are very inconvenient.
And that's the for the video game.
Yeah. I got another one for some movie, and I'm playing a Russian, which will be fun. I got a Friday, but yeah, it's been dead. There's nothing going on. But then I got two auditions back to back that I can play perfectly. So I was like, yeah, we'll see what happens. But the casting lady liked me enough that she was like, "There's actually a different role I want you to read for, also, just in case." I was like, "I'll take it. We'll take all the roles, all of them."
Um, well, I'm pretty sure you'll get it. I'm not even gonna sit there and say good
That's
luck
what my
because I'm pretty sure
girlfriend
you'll get
said.
it.
That's what my girlfriend said. She was like, "You'll get it," and I was just like, "Nah, I don't know about that. I don't ever worry about it. I do the audition and leave. If the lady sends me another email, then I'll But at least this audition wasn't a self tape. I actually got to do a Zoom meeting and read with a person that was the casting director, like it was back in the old days. So that made me happy.
Okay.
I miss being in the room. It sucks just recording shit. You know, like I mean, I booked GH from a self tape, which was weird, and I booked Law and Order from a self tape. I don't know. I don't understand self tapes. I will never understand self tapes because how do you know that the actor could take direction? I mean, that's how other people have gotten hired, and then they got fired on soaps because they show up and they can't take direction. So you know this now because they're here. If you would have just did a Zoom call and had the casting director just audition everybody, not to talk shit on GH Casting, I love all of them. They hired me. I'm just saying, if you did it that way, you would know what they could do. You know what I mean? You would know if they can change what they're doing. Because even though me and you have difference of opinions on certain performers, um, I have witnessed certain people show up and not be able to keep up and were fired because of it.
Hmm.
If
Sean
you
says,
can't
"Ask Lollipop Man, does he look like Kojak?"
say that again, what about Kojak?
Sean says, "Ask Lollipop Man, do he look like Kojak? Or
Sean,
do he? Yeah."
Sean, do I really look like a Greek bald man named Telly Savalas? I don't know. You tell me, Sean. I don't think I look like Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas didn't have facial hair. Telly Savalas was like 4 shades darker than me and about a foot and a half shorter than me. And he's Greek, and I'm Italian. No, I don't think I could look like him. But I like Kojak. He was cool.
Duan says, "What video game is he auditioning for?" I know you
They
can't
never
say
tell
yet.
us. They never. They didn't tell me. It's just a AAA game, whatever that means. It could be based off of it's. It's all I know is the character's a car thief, but I guarantee it's not GTA 6. That would be dope, though.
I have a feeling it's going to be GTA 6.
If it was, that would be super cool. I would totally be down to do a Grand Theft Auto game, except I don't believe it's GTA. I just don't because the characters on the West Coast and the new GTA game takes place in Miami, so it can't be.
Johnson says, "Nathaniel, would you be interested in a regular role on a primetime drama?"
Yes, as long as I like the show. Fuck yeah, I'll do anything though. I just like being on set. I just like being on set. I really don't care as long as it's a fun thing to play. You know, I'm down. Yeah.
Okay. I still miss what you call it. I can't remember her. I can't remember her name now. Betty. I still miss Betty.
Ella's
I'm
great.
sorry.
She's a
Yeah.
sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. Yep.
I know she was on the show that long, but
Yeah.
I like.
No, I mean, it's some people come and go like that, for whatever reason. Ava Mara was telling me that once. She said that, some characters, she met a lady, liked her very much. That person played a role for like a week, and then the next week it was a different person playing that role. Happens all the time.
Mm.
But like, you have to understand, like, when it came to like Ella, me, Austin's whole storyline, I don't know. Like I said, like, it was a female boss, then became a male boss. There was a lot of transition issues because the writers' strike. We got new writers. People didn't know where things were going to go. I think with the original people, I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I just show up and do my job. But it's logical to say that because of the strike, certain things weren't written out, so they didn't know where they were going with Roger and my story. You know what I mean? That's why I don't think anybody's ever found out why, like, who killed Roger. Or, you know what I mean? They just kind of like put a plug in it and parked me in jail. And that's it. I mean, like, for example, is Cyrus even a bad guy anymore?
I have no idea because we haven't actually seen him in like about 2 months, maybe.
You know what I mean? So when I just saw him at the fan event, but we didn't really get to catch up because I wasn't going to interrupt him and the fans. I could have, you know what I mean? He's great. Like as a person, he's wonderful. But I just walked up, said hi, boss, and then like snuck back off to the green room.
You seem like he's very chill.
He is super chill guy, wonderful harmonica player. Yep. Move, cat.
Ron
Ugh.
asked you if you wouldn't mind being called by your name. Like if somebody just randomly called you Mason if they saw you, would you be like mad or
I just
whatever?
laugh. I'd be like, "Fuck, you watch that show too?" No, I mean every time I've ever been recognized, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You know, it doesn't bother me. I think it's funny. I got followed through Home Depot because there was like 5 people there that watched the show that knew who I was when I walked through. That was weird, but it was cool.
Was it scary though?
No, 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 no. It's like when I went to the fan event and they were like, "Well, send security down there." I was like, "You don't need to send security to me, please." I was like, "No, no fans are gonna get crazy with me. Not in real life, please."
'Cause
But I'm
every once in a while, some people will sit there and get a little out of pocket and be like, "I can't believe you did this to Roger's character or whatever."
they could totally do that. The response they would get, they wouldn't like it. I promise you that. I'm like, I'm not that person. I'm like, that's fine. Okay. I'm sorry that you can't separate fantasy from reality. Okay. What's it like in your mother's basement? I'll hurt your
I'm
damn
glad you
feelings.
got. Have you ever actually got any sort of negative
Oh no,
from
man! There was
any?
like there was a lady at the fan event who sat down next to me. She's like, I couldn't stand you. I was like, this cool. she, she was like, you did a really good job because boy, I wanted to rip your face off. I was like, this. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Well, that's good though.
I have like thick skin though. Like you can't hurt my feelings. I was like, Jessica, we're waiting.
You're waiting, Joss.
Come on, you got an Atari for a phone. I want you to host the event. All of us want to watch the super couple up here. I'll just be like the kid and just be like, oh, even though I'm older than both of you. Um, yeah, no, it's cool. Dr. Montague told a really good story though at the fan event because he was fucking hated way more than me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He said he was at this one event or at this place, and there was this like 72-year-old man who was a major watcher of the show, but didn't know he was there where they were. And they were talking about, like a person had said to him, "So, how's General Hospital?" And this old man was like, "It's been great. I just saw the last episode." He's like, "No, I'm talking to him. He's in the show." And he turns and his eyes light up. He's like, "You're on General Hospital? Who do you play?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Dr. Montague." "Oh, I fucking hate you." I was like, I'm dead. That was great. That was a good story. That was a good story.
That's awesome though. I mean, that he been 80 something years old or whatever, he's watching the show.
Yeah. The funniest part is that he looked right at him and didn't know who he was. But I was like, he looks exactly the same all the time. He's a character. Dr. Montague, he's hilarious. Like, he's actually like, imagine, okay, in real life, the way that man acts. He's like, how do I put this? He's like a Broadway actor on cocaine.
Okay.
He's very hyper, and he'll do like 13 voices in 10 minutes. It's awesome. Like when he tells a story, he does everybody's voice in the story.
Okay. It's very animated.
He's
Okay.
very and he's grandiose with it. You know what I mean? He's great. He was great. He was great. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 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 No, everybody was really cool. Yeah. Everybody's really cool. GH is awesome. Period. All you guys, thanks for being fans and watching the show. Except
I mean,
Jess, who can't use her phone.
I mean, what like how does it feel to be part of like a legacy show now that's been on for so long now?
Great. It's awesome. Of all the shows, I'm glad I was on that one. You know why? Because when I was a kid, my mother watched it. So when I first got to set, I had to take a picture of the statue, the courtroom statue, because I remember that. And when I first started acting as a kid in LA, when you're driving on the freeway, the hospital that they use as the picture is like right off to the right. So every time I see it, I think General Hospital because it's right fucking there. So it's funny. It was the only soap I ever think of. I mean, Lago, my best friend from when we were kids, was on Y&R. I don't even know where they filmed that. The only thing I knew about Y&R was Lago was on it. When I did the fan event I just did, Greg Vaughn was there, who was a legacy character on GH. He played somebody's kid
Lucky,
before the Sunny storyline. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you said the name, I would know the name. All right.
Lucky.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Okay. He was also Lago's brother on Y&R. I remember him from being Lago's brother on Y&R. You know what I mean? But it was cool. He was a real cool guy. Super cool. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He lives in Texas now.
Yeah, he seems like he's very chill. He wound up talking to somebody, one of my friends, like a little fan thing, and he seemed like he was really just down to earth. So glad to hear
He's
that.
he's a classic gentleman. Super chill, really nice guy. He's exactly what you expect an actor to be like, without being like bougie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Like me, I am the exact opposite. I am nothing like what you expect an actor to be like. I just happen to act but like that guy there, you're like, he's a good-looking guy. Still like it's like he's aged extremely well. Um, Very comfortable in the room, very grounded. Like old school movie star. You know what I mean? Super chill dude though. At the same token,
Do
like
you
all
give
he ever
him?
talks about is his kids. That's it. Like he doesn't care about himself. You know what I mean? He was happy that all the fans were there. The lady who threw the event, he was. It was just the way he dealt with her is when I realized like he's a real chill guy. She's a super sweetheart. The lady who throws the fan event here that we do, and yeah, it was just he was really great. He was an example of how to interact with your fans.
Hmm, okay.
We'll put it like that. Like he's a charmer. He's real good.
Do
Still the
you?
nicest person I've ever met is Evan though. But Jessica
I
will
was
never
gonna,
get to meet him.
I was gonna sit there and say, do you still interact with anybody from GH?
Oh yeah, every once in a while. I mean, it's LA. You know what I mean? We bounce families a lot. I text back and forth, but I've been busy doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I talk to Taj every once in a while. I talk to Evan every once in a while. I talk to Taviana once in a while. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we just are. If you don't, and a lot of people like don't take this wrong. In LA, if you're in the film business, we have what's called like set relationships, set families, things like that. Okay. Very rarely, to be really truthful, do you ever become friends and hang out with on a regular basis people that you work with when you leave that set. Because when you go to another set, you're surrounded by a whole new group of people. It's very rare that you still hang out. Does that make sense? Like sometimes years would go by, sure. And if you spent years together, maybe. But like my friend Heather and me met on a movie, and after the movie was over, me and her have been friends for over 10 years, actually hanging out outside of that. But I have a lot of friends that I've met on set that we're still friends. It's not that we're not, it's just they do another project and then they're hanging out with those people till they do another project. Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's not okay. For example, Megan Good. The actress Megan Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I've known her since she was 13 years old. No, 14. I've known her since she was 14, 15. Depends. She's a year younger than me. Okay. Well, not technically. She's a few months younger than me. I think I was 15 or six. If I was 16, she was 15, about to be 16. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but Amy Bell, okay, which is married to Ricky Bell, she was on the show too. And they have been best friends since that show. That's the only time I've ever seen that. They have done music groups together and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? Amy went off doing her music thing and a couple acting jobs. Megan became Megan. I'm still friends with Amy. You know what I mean? Like I go to Amy's shows. Like we've all known each other since we were children. Me and Megan don't talk as often. That's for various reasons. But no shade. It's just life goes the way it goes. But that's the only time I've ever seen somebody become friends on set and stayed friends most of their life was Megan and Amy. Everybody else, like when they leave, they just become friends with another set. Like you have your set boyfriend. It's kind of like your job, you know, your job husband, your job girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing, but it's like really, really toxic with us. It's like whole families, whole friend sets. It's like this is who we're friends with until the next project, and then you kind of forget about them. So it's not. I will communicate with them, but after a while, I probably won't, and that's nothing against them or me. But if, like, for example, like if I see them, they'll always be my friend. But they're doing their thing, bonding on their thing, while I'm off doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like I said, it's just the way, for some reason, psychologically, how sets work. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah. All
That
right.
was
Well,
good.
that's it. I tried
Yeah.
to prove that Jess is lying. I did. I'm on an iPhone. I opened my email on the iPhone, closed YouTube, clicked the link. Boom, I'm here. Jess won't do it.
I was I was
Jess,
trying to use kid gloves about it, but
nah, man, I fuck that. Tough love. That's all right. Tough love. Just don't want to co-host. Kyrese will come up in here and talk shit with me. You'll do it. Not Jess. No, no, no. Jess is scared. Jess don't want to be on live stream.
listen, this is all I have. So Jess is not going to sit there and blame me for any of this. You direct your anger towards Nathaniel. I'm sorry. I just gotta.
Jess,
I don't want to get on her bad
Jess,
side.
go ahead, bring it. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke, Jess. I want it all. I want all the smoke. No, Jess knows I love her. That's the homie.
Yes, of
All you
course.
guys are great. All you guys are great. All the time. I am the biggest. I'm your guys' biggest cheerleader.
No, seriously. No, we always appreciate whenever you come on and whenever you even just in the chat. So
Yeah, for
we
sure.
appreciate that.
Yeah, I felt bad. I like disappeared for months, and I was like, "Fuck, I forgot to check in." You know what I mean?
Oh, you busy? We always sit there and ask. Like they always sit there and ask me, like, "Oh, how's Nathaniel doing? How's he doing?" and stuff like that. So I'm like, he's just busy. He's just doing his thing or whatever. So whenever he has time, he'll
Yeah.
come through.
Yeah. Well, if I do book the game, I'll tell y'all what it is. I hope I do. I want to do a video game. I do. I want to do a video game. That'd be dope. I hope it's
And
a good one.
like I said, yeah, if you ever do like anything that you don't, we're gonna sit there and support it. So
Oh, if it's trash, don't support it. It's trash, don't do it.
okay.
I appreciate the love, but if it's garbage, nah. I don't see. That's the other thing. Like it depends. Like I would love to do a show, but I'm bougie. You know what I mean? Like with General Hospital, it's General Hospital. That's a legacy show,
Yeah.
so I can say I did that, and I'm happy. If I go back, then I go back. If I never went back, I'm still happy. Um, but there are shows that God, I wish I would have been on that show. I would have loved that.
Like what?
Mad Men, that'd have been great. You know, It's too young for The Sopranos, but I would have crushed that. I like the show The Gentleman in England, but The Gentleman's great. Y'all should watch that. Uh, yeah, just a lot of stuff.
I remember you saying something about an Amazon things like a comedy that you were going to be doing.
Yeah, no, I'm still doing that. I'm doing a sitcom. It's not hit.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Can't talk about it, but I've already booked
Yeah.
that. I booked 3 shows, but they're working out funding right now. So, but I booked those. That'll be like next year. Even the video game callback's not to the end of September. So, if I
Okay.
booked it, it could be 2 weeks after that, or production would be in March of next year. Who knows? Like those things are weird. A lot of times, actors, fans don't realize this. They'll see a movie with their favorite actor in it. And then they'll see their favorite actor interviewed, and he looks so different or she looks so different. It's because that movie that just came out was filmed like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the fastest turnaround ever, if you see a movie released, it was filmed the year before. Like literally the year before. So whenever it was released, it's a year old already. Just because of post production and then when they want to do the release. You know what I mean? So some films are held till Christmas, some are summer movies, but no matter what, they didn't just wrap that up like 3 months ago. That shit's been shelved for like 9, 10 months at the shoot.
Yeah.
So it's always like that. So even if I book this and then I do it, it's a video game. Thing might not be out for 3 years. It's a video game,
Oof.
you know? So I don't know. My buddy Anthony Scordy, great actor. Um, he did a lot of video games, and he did like The Offer and a bunch of other stuff. He's the guy I go to. I was like, "Oh, it's a video game audition. So how do you do this?" He was in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I asked him, "How long did you film that before it came out?" He said, "Oh, like a year and a half." He's like, "Yeah, I recorded that a year and a half before it was released."
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So let's put it like this: if I book the game and tell you guys, by the time it comes out, you'll fucking forget. So will I. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, that's right, I was in that. Yep.
makes
All right.
makes sense. Makes sense because Chris Evans will sit there and do a movie, and then he'll look totally different by the time we're sitting there seeing the movie, and he'll do an interview, and it's like,
Right. Like, how did you grow your hair so fast?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
I just saw you, and then this movie got released. You're like, what? Yeah, no, his hair didn't grow like that. That movie was older than that interview. It happens all the time. Like one of my favorite movies, Mississippi Grind with Ryan Reynolds. That movie I think is wonderful. But apparently that movie was made and did not get distribution for like 3 or 4 years and then was released. So that movie was hella old. Like he had already he wasn't a movie star. And by the time that came out, he was Ryan Reynolds.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I remember back in the Blockbuster video days, like I did the first movie Shannon Elizabeth ever did. Shannon had done a couple movies after that, all right, that nobody saw. And then American Pie came out and Shannon was a big deal. So they started putting her on the cover of things that were like shitty movies. She was in like one scene, but they put her on the cover to get the distro. Yeah. So it's the same thing. They were like, we can't get distro for this movie. Ryan Reynolds blows up. Oh, we can get distro for this movie now. And that's how that
Yeah.
worked. Yeah. A weird business.
Hmm. Well, thank you for coming through though tonight. Like, I
For sure,
appreciate it.
man. For sure.
We all
All right. I'll
appreciate it.
catch
So
y'all
thank you
later.
for your time.
Okay. Yeah, no
Later.
doubt. I'll see you around. Jess, you're a liar. Okay, bye.
That was fun. And expect that. That was fun. I'm starting to wonder. I was like, I seen people in the chat stop talking. In the last, well, have a good night, Kristen. It was great seeing you. Have a Good Night Island and Allison. Yeah, it was fun. See, I was thinking they're trying to use kick gloves. Daniel, Daniel, on the other hand, nah, but he's a real one. He's a real one. He's cool. Yes, exactly, Allison. Like I said, listen, anytime he talks about something like a new movie or whatever, I would definitely make sure that me and the chat will sit there and support whatever he does. So he has a friend of me for life. That much I will sit there and say. And yeah, it was a little kind of disappointed I just couldn't come in, but Johnson says, "Do you think we're close to finding out who killed Austin? The forgot." I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. I feel like at this point they might have forgotten, which is actually really sad. Which is actually really sad, but I really do, I really do want them to. Um, See, Jonathan, for a hot minute, maybe Jonathan. I mean, my money's still on Cyrus. Juan says, "I still wonder, would he do a movie? I mean, what movie would he do?" Sean says, "What happened to Danny Bear if you can tell?" She just wanted to take a break. Like the soaps was not, they were boring for her. So from what I understand, the soaps were boring for her. So it's hard to sit there and make a video if you don't like the material that you're doing it about. So that's the best way I could sit there and describe Sean. She just wasn't feeling the soaps, as much. But I don't know. I talked to her, Sean, and we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if she'll come back. I always sit there and try to keep in touch with her and see how she's doing and everything. Cherry Ice Cream says, "No, I'm listening. I just find this to be rich. If Jess was gonna come on, yeah, I was hoping so. I was hoping so. I was hoping that Jess was gonna come through, but eh, maybe we'll have her on next time. Maybe we'll have her on next time. I'm surprised. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, Sean. You gotta. Oh, no, no. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to get copywritten. Jesus Christ. I think he's screwed for now. Where's my goddamn music? I think he's there we go. I think he's screwed for now. But Nathaniel says Jess is a boomer. Oof. I think Jess may actually be asleep right now. But yes, have a good night, Nathaniel. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming through. Um Nathaniel, listen, anytime you want to come through, you are I won't even sit there and say you're a guest at this point. You are a welcome member of this chat. So anytime you want to come through, you just be like, yo, coming through, and I'll send you the link. There we go. I think he's screwed for now, though. And plus, he was drunk. So the fact that he doesn't even remember exactly, Jonathan. Nathaniel does rock. He's a real one. He's a person that's a soap star, an actor, and everything like that. But he's still down to earth, and I'll always sit there and respect that about him. I don't know, and I guess in a lot of ways, it could sit there and be like, you know what? Not every actor or superstar is just bougie. You know, some of them are actually down to earth and chill people and real. So that's one of the main things that I appreciate about Nathaniel. I would say, but no, we appreciate you. But yes, no, he's screwed for now. And on top of that, he doesn't even remember. I think that's the, all the things like Fiona, you could have sat there and called the cops. That you could have called 911 at any point in time. You can even be bothered to do that. She just stands over the body like, "Oh my god, I ran you over." I was like, "Okay, and are you gonna do something about it, or are you just gonna sit there and just look at a potential probably dead body in a few minutes?" And the sad thing is, part of me want to review it, even though my numbers haven't been too high for Days of Our Lives. I want to review it still. Of course, I didn't have the time to do it, so wow. I'm surprised Dion didn't actually like. Because it is Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday. Okay, it is Wednesday. Usually Dion actually does a live stream, so weird. Usually post someone's community tab to sit there and say he's doing it. I like to sit there and keep track of what people are doing. Johnson say, do you think EJ's petty Teddy? I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that he calls him petty Teddy. Um, we haven't actually seen EJ in a hot minute, and I think we gotta sit there and see what are they gonna give EJ to do. What are they gonna give EJ to do? Like me, I love EJ, but I'm like, what is they gonna give him? So I listen, Jerry. I love the petty Teddy. Maybe if you had actually said that nickname before, I might have actually changed it to Petty Teddy. Sean says, Albert, I think the writers don't know who took out Austin, maybe Brendan down the line. They're gonna have to write Sean. They're gonna have to write a hell of a backstory for that. Um, I don't know if I don't know if I have the faith in the writers to do it. Like Cyrus would make the most sense. He would make the most sense. I'll sit there and say that much. God damn it! I actually have to go to CVS too. I mean, not even CVS. I have to go to. I hate going to 7-Eleven. Johnson says, "Do you think Sammy will come back?" Johnson says, "Do you think when Sammy comes back, Sydney could possibly show?" I would hope so. I would hope so. Where are we at on battery power? I mean, let's be honest. What you call was such a disappointment. What you call was such a disappointment. Allie was such a disappointment. So, but the problem is, Jonathan. I feel like if they did show Sydney, do you think I feel like it may possibly overshadow Sammy coming back? Oh, Allie, yes, but I think it would probably overshadow Allie. Um, you know, it would overshadow Sammy's return. That's like if Sammy came back with Will. You know, it's like yeah, Will would be interesting, but it'd be like I don't know. I think it would be somewhat. So I think that's my only thing. Like they could bring back Sydney, but like if it overshadows Sammy in some sort of way, or even not even overshadow, but also just be more of a distraction. Well, it says Brendan seems like he is Pikeman. Well, I mean, he was the head of Pikeman for a while. Johnson says maybe Sydney could show up after Sammy returns, like around the time Sammy leaves. And that would make more sense. And hopefully she'll be a better character than Allie. But that would be more better though. Because I feel like Sammy just needs to just have her own intro instead of bringing in somebody else. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still well. I guess it makes sense because the person that is no longer there anymore, Mr. Alar. To be fair, they probably should have sat there and fired his ass a long time ago. And it says, well, I'm not even gonna sit there and get into that. I'm not. I'm not even gonna get into that. Anyway, I'm just glad that she's actually coming back. 'Cause I feel like the show needs. Well, in some ways, they do need Sammy. They do. Well, this was definitely an interesting. I was gonna sit there and think about maybe going to 7-Eleven and just kind of just. I don't know if I actually want to sit there and take you out with 7-Eleven with me. I want to just end the stream here. Johnson says I can see Sydney as someone who could be fierce and badass in a not annoying way. Well, Jonathan, I can see it makes sense because here's the thing. Have a night, Allison. It was great to see you. I gotta go to. Yes, well, thank you, Allison. Thank you. It was actually a great show, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. So thank you. I appreciate that. Jonathan, I would sit there and say this. They definitely learned from Allie. Because in all reality, Allie could have been that character in some ways. Um, but yeah, it seems like they would probably learn from Allie though. Um, it's just, I mean, they didn't have to. They missed the mark with they missed the mark with Allie. They did, and I get they didn't want to sit there and make her like Jocelyn, like Carly 2.0, but they didn't have to make her such a shitty character in a lot of ways. Like you almost kind of wonder, like, what the hell would they like? How much did they miss the mark with that? Yes, they showed a R story, and that was riveting and gripping and everything like that. And I think in a lot of ways that kind of, the sad thing is though, Jonathan, I feel like her character flaws and how much of a shitty character she was overshadowed by the fact that she got the R word, right? So people were more focused on how bad and how terrible that was, and not so much on her shitty character. And two, Charlie got killed off, and then we had to sit there and still deal with a shitty character. I think that was the problem with her. She was always a shitty character from day one. People just got distracted because of one of happening. I'll sit there and say that much. Okay, I don't think I'm actually gonna drink all that. Yeah, I think I'll just go to 7-Eleven by myself. All right, I'm gonna sit there and end the stream here. I don't want to sit there and wake up at 12 like I did today. Um, I woke way too late. I think it's because I just had so much of a tiring day yesterday. But I don't want to sit there and start the soaps too late and then feel like I'm rushing to try to watch them tomorrow. especially tomorrow. So I'm going to end the stream here, but I do want to thank each and every single one of y'all for coming through today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all literally make these streams so well. Um, and I just appreciate every single one of y'all. I don't sit there and tell y'all that enough. So thank you. Have a good night, quiet guy. Johnson says, join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with Albert Bostic. Thank you, Jonathan. My G, I appreciate you. Have a night, cherry ice cream. Have a night, Sean. Um, we're gonna get into more of that tomorrow, Sean. Um, have a night, Ronnie Ron. Have a night, Melly Mel. Have a good night, all the new people that came through tonight. And it's because y'all hit the like button that it really helped. Have a night, Jess. And have a night, Blackmon. I feel like there's so many people I'm missing. You know exactly who you are if I didn't sit there and say it before. So have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. And I will see y'all in the next live stream. And if I didn't say good night to you, you know exactly who you are. Laters.